Today we are diving into a video about 7 truths on how women perceive physical intimacy. There's a common misconception that women are always in savage mode, but the reality is quite different. Many women don't approach physical intimacy the same way men do. They often need a deeper reason or connection. Contrary to the stereotype that men just want it because they're horny or attracted, many women seek a meaningful connection or purpose behind their intimate moments. It's not about being in constant savage mode for them. Moreover, it's important to acknowledge that satisfaction plays a crucial role. If a woman isn't enjoying the experience in the bedroom, it can impact her drive. Imagine having to engage in something that doesn't feel good. Naturally, that could affect the desire to participate. Before we delve into the truths about how women perceive physical intimacy, do well to click the like and subscribe buttons to show your support. Number 1. For women, carnal thoughts in the mind. Understanding the dynamics of physical intimacy from a woman's perspective involves recognizing the significant role that thoughts play in the lead-up to the act. It's common for some men to feel frustration, wondering why a woman might not be as eager for physical intimacy as they are. The key insight here is that, for women, the mental aspect often takes precedence. Contrary to the assumption that physical intimacy should be purely pleasurable and spontaneous, many women find a deep connection to their thoughts and fantasies. Before any physical touch comes into play, women tend to engage in mental processes that involve reminiscing about past experiences and contemplating how those moments made them feel. It's not merely a matter of physical desire. It's about creating a mental space that enhances the overall experience. Once the mental connection is established, the introduction of physical touch becomes more meaningful. It aligns with the mental space created earlier, making the entire experience more profound for women. So, men looking to foster a deeper connection and maintain a consistent desire for physical intimacy with their partners should focus on cultivating mental stimulation. Number 2. For women, it is about being desired. For many women, the sense of being wanted by their partner in a physical sense is vital for emotional well-being. It's not just about the act itself, it's about the connection and the affirmation that they are attractive and appealing to their significant other. Imagine a scenario where a woman senses that her partner isn't fully engaged in physical intimacy. It's not merely a matter of not being in the mood. It can trigger a cascade of emotions. The idea of being rejected sexually can be distressing, leading to feelings of being undesired or even fears that their partner may seek satisfaction elsewhere. It's crucial to understand that for women, the emotional impact of a partner not expressing interest in physical intimacy can be profound. The pressure to always be available for physical intimacy may seem unfair, especially considering the variety of reasons women might decline at times. From dealing with cramps to other personal factors, women have their own set of challenges. However, when they express the desire for physical intimacy, the emotional stakes are high. It's not merely about the act, it's about feeling beautiful, loved, and continually sought after. Number 3. For women, physical intimacy is a mixed bag. Alright, let's break down the third point. For women, physical intimacy is a mixed bag. Essentially, whatever is happening in a woman's life tends to influence her physical intimacy. It's not easy for women to separate and compartmentalize different aspects of life: work, kids, family dynamics. All of it affects their desire for physical intimacy. It's a more intertwined experience for women compared to men. Now let's talk about support. If a woman feels that her partner isn't supportive or helpful, she might withdraw from physical intimacy. It's not about just asking for physical intimacy. It's about being an active part of her life. If you're not contributing to solving the problem she's facing, she may feel overwhelmed, and asking for physical intimacy in such situations can seem disconnected. Imagine your partner is stressed. Instead of immediately seeking physical intimacy, try understanding what's stressing her and offer support. It's not your sole responsibility to distress her, but showing empathy and helping her through tough times can create a stronger bond. Think about it. Would you want to engage in physical intimacy when you're stressed and someone is adding more to your plate instead of helping you lighten the load? Let's touch on variety. While men might be inclined towards different experiences, women often find comfort and satisfaction in having physical intimacy with someone who makes them feel secure and cherished. It's not about seeking random encounters. Women typically desire a connection that feels like home. The idea of having one person who consistently brings joy and comfort is more appealing. So, when you approach physical intimacy with a woman, consider the context of her life. Is she stressed? Is she facing challenges? Be attuned to her needs and remember, supporting her emotionally can often be the key to unlocking a deeper, more meaningful physical connection. Number 4. For women, physical intimacy is contextual. When it comes to women and physical intimacy, context matters a lot. It's not just a physical act, it's deeply tied to how safe and respected a woman feels in a relationship. Treating her poorly or ignoring her throughout the day won't likely lead to physical intimacy. It's a two-way street, and building emotional connection is key. Consider the emotional side of things. If a woman's emotional needs are not met, she might not be eager for physical intimacy. It's not just about the physical aspect. It's about feeling emotionally fulfilled in the relationship. Ask yourself, are you actively nurturing the emotional connection with your partner? This is crucial for understanding her perspective on physical intimacy. Unlike some men who might still desire physical intimacy even when feeling neglected, it's different for women. They may start providing reasons or excuses for not engaging in physical intimacy if their emotional needs are not being addressed. It's not about playing games or being difficult. It's a genuine response to an unfulfilled emotional connection. Number 5. Sex is an aspect of love. When you're in a loving relationship, it's not just about the grand gestures or sweet words. It's also about those everyday actions. Like, have you ever thought about how making your partner's favorite meal or cleaning up together is a part of expressing love? It's those simple, ordinary things that add up to something extraordinary. Now here's the thing about physical intimacy. It's woven into this fabric of love. It's not this separate, distant island. It's right there, hand in hand with the other aspects of love. Picture it like a dance where each move complements the others. Consider the times you've just hung out, shared a laugh, or cuddled on the couch. Those moments are as much a part of love as the act of physical intimacy. It's like having a playlist of different songs that, when played together, create a beautiful melody. Number 6. For women, sex is a way to give love. When it comes to women and physical intimacy, it's a way for them to express love. You might have noticed that sometimes women don't initiate as much as men, but that doesn't mean they're not willing to share those moments. For many women, it's about understanding that if you want that closeness, you'll come forward and ask. It's not that they're not interested, it's more about creating a space for you to express your desires. Think of it like this. They know you'll reach out when you want that connection, and they're open to reciprocating. Now, have you ever wondered about your own communication in this area? Do you make your desires clear, or feel comfortable initiating those moments of closeness? Understanding this dynamic and finding a balance that works for both partners can lead to a more fulfilling and harmonious connection. After all, it's about expressing love in a way that resonates with both individuals in the relationship. Number 7. For women, physical intimacy requires great timing. For guys, physical intimacy might be a stress reliever, but for women, it can sometimes create stress. Imagine you've been planning to connect intimately, and during the day, everything goes haywire. Stress at work, problems with family, you name it. Now you come home, still excited, but she's carrying the weight of a tough day. It's about recognizing that sometimes women need a breather. If you respect that, it builds a connection beyond just physical intimacy. Imagine this. She thinks, he sees I had a tough day and gives me a break. That creates a positive cycle. She appreciates it, and the next time she's more willing to engage. So, here's a simple tip. Pay attention to her vibe, and if the day's been tough, don't push for anything. It's not about saying no, but understanding when it's a good time. Trust me, it pays off in better physical intimacy later. In the end, it's about appreciating your partner beyond the physical, acknowledging their efforts, and giving them the space they need when it matters. So, next time she's had a challenging day, try letting her off the hook. You might find it leads to even more meaningful connections down the line.